All right, welcome back. So this week I was gonna switch the swag up on y'all, and I am doing this episode by myself. So what I've done is I've written out about 10 or 11 questions that I've asked my guests that have come on the show, or questions that people have asked me, or even questions that I've asked myself. From time to time. So what I'm gonna do is, for my friends who are watching on YouTube, I've got this handy dandy bag right here, this little Ziploc, and I've got questions inside. I'm gonna randomly pull, read the question, and give y'all an answer, because it is weird as fuck to do podcast episodes by yourself. All right. So the first question is, which social platform is the most effective for your business? I think that I would have to say Instagram. And that is because that is where I see the most growth. Like, I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook, and I have a TikTok. But I don't really see a whole lot of growth necessarily on TikTok, even though I have a lot of followers on TikTok and a lot of likes. But I feel like anybody on TikTok can have a lot of followers and a lot of likes, because it's just so, like, TikTok is a wild place for me. But for Instagram, I don't have a whole lot of followers now. I have like a little over 500 followers, I think, on Instagram. But the majority of my followers are active on there. Like, they're liking my stuff, they're commenting, they're hitting a little share thing, they're putting it in their stories. And like over the last maybe month, like a month or two, I went from like 300 followers to like almost to over 500 followers. So like, my Instagram page do be popping, and my Twitter page, I don't have a whole lot of followers on there, but I have significant followers on there. Like, I have a couple people who are like verified who follow me on there, which is strange because even though they're verified, I've never heard of them. But I go and I Google them, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what this person does. So I definitely would have to say my Instagram is the best platform, the best social platform necessarily for my business. Facebook, I don't feel like I'm going to be able to effectively market anything on Facebook unless I'm paying for ads or something. But like, I will post on Facebook when I drop a new episode, but I mainly post to Instagram, like all of my things that are going on throughout the week, or little like messages that I have to say on my reels. But Facebook, I just can't see the growth happening there. Like, I don't know, and maybe I'm doing it wrong. If I am doing it wrong and you know how to do it right, hit me up, let me know. But I just don't see it happening on Facebook. Facebook is like a family place. Like, I'm here to post stuff about my kids and stuff like that. On Instagram, I can post about my kids, but like on Instagram, it's also kind of tricky because like I'm still kind of, I feel like, finding my target audience for the podcast. I think though I've kind of zeroed in on it in my head. I just have to make those posts reflect that, so that my audience can feel like I'm speaking to them directly and not just posting random shit. So that's what I'm doing on Instagram. But yeah, Instagram is definitely the most effective like social media platform for my business, especially because like I can post sound clips on there, I can post reels on there, I can post regular photos on Instagram, I can post whatever, sound clips. I can post anything on Instagram. Instagram is it, okay? Next question. I'm shaking this bag up. All right. This question is, do you have a sounding board? Yes, I have a sounding board. So a sounding board is like a person or maybe a group of people that you can kind of bounce ideas off of, or that will like encourage you when you need encouragement, or just kind of help you along your way. As a small business owner, you absolutely need a sounding board. my sounding board, and I mentioned this in my episode with Ecclesia, my sounding board is definitely my brother, my cousin, and my college roommate, who is my friend also. She's like one of my best friends. And those are my people. Like, and my mom is like the last person. So my mom is the person I go to after I have talked to all the other people on my sounding board, and I've got a little bit more like of a solid idea. Like, I can't go to Pat without a solid idea. It has to be solid. I have to be confident in it, because it can't be presented to her with no confidence. I can't present any idea to her with little dick energy. You know what I'm saying? Got to have big dick energy when I'm coming to her with the information. So definitely my sounding board is my cousin, my brother, and my college roommate. They actually, the three of them all together but separately, helped me come up with my new name for my podcast. It was a lot of conversation, 3 different texts, because I don't have them all in like a group. But yeah, they helped me come up with some things, and even just sometimes to talk about small business woes with them. Like my brother, I mentioned on my last episode how my brother is getting into photography and how he doesn't want to work with people. And I totally understand that. Do your thing. And we just had a great conversation about that. And I was just telling him about a lot of the things that I deal with working with people with photography, which is why I'm taking a break. And I announced that on my Twitter. I haven't announced it on my Facebook yet or my Instagram yet, but I know my Facebook, I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash from family and friends on there about me taking a break from photography. But I just really feel like it's necessary, because at this point, I don't have that same love for it that I used to have. And I'm not really feeling like creatively connected to it like I did at one point. So I feel like right now is the best time for me to kind of step back and decide if this is a space that I still really want to be in, or if there's another route like within photography that I need to be taking. I don't, right now at this moment, dealing with people is just not my thing. I can't. I'm polite. I'm always kind. I often let people get away with stupid shit that other photographers wouldn't. And I feel like, it's just at a point where people are taking advantage, or people are like asking too much and like texting me too much about like things that they want done. I get it. You pay for a service, but I don't charge that much, and I'm just going to put that out there. Like, I've had other photographers tell me I need to go up on my price because I'm not charging enough. And I just don't really feel like I really want to do that. And I love doing portraiture. I would honestly probably do that for free, but at this point in time, I'm not doing it at all. I'm tired. Y'all have worn me out. Next question. Okay. This question is, what are some inspiring words you'd give to a new entrepreneur? Some inspiring words that I would give to a new entrepreneur. I would tell that person to keep your head up. Even though it's going to get tough sometimes, it's going to be worth it in the end. All of these are very cliche things for me to say. And one of my favorite things to say is, don't let the haters and the naysayers bring you down. So for real, don't. If you are confident in your business, yes, there are going to be times that are hard. Yes, there are going to be times where it sucks and you're not making a whole lot of money. But if this is really what you want to do, then you'll do it and it won't be an issue. You'll do it. You'll excel at it. But give it time, though. I have a tattoo on my shoulder that says life takes time. And that is a fact. Like, life takes time. Business takes time. Growing into yourself, learning to love yourself, all of that takes time. And just be patient with yourself. Be forgiving with yourself. Be forgiving with your consumer. Just understand that people are people and people will do people shit. Next question. I'm getting through these questions. I'm on the 3rd one already. Well, this is the 4th one. This one is, are you on Clubhouse? Yes, I am on Clubhouse, for everybody who keeps asking me that. I'm on Clubhouse, but I do not really listen that often in the rooms. And it's mainly because, like, I'm working this flexible schedule with my job. So 3 days out of the week, I am in the office, but the other days out of the week, I am at home. And when I am at home, I am on, Microsoft Teams or a phone call or something. And I don't always feel like getting on Clubhouse and having to hear things the same type of way I'm already hearing them. Like, not necessarily burnout, but just like overload. So yes, I'm on Clubhouse. You can find me. I think my name is Hidden Gems on there or something like that. If you want to invite me to a room, invite me to a room. I'll probably join. I might tune in for a little bit, but then leave quietly. For everybody who on Clubhouse, you know what that means. Because I get on some rooms for like 2 minutes max, and I'm leaving quietly after that. So it's just a lot. It's just overload. And then, like, even when I am in the office, the days when I'm in the office, I'm still on Adobe Connect or WebEx or something like that. Like, I'm still doing a lot of virtual learning myself. And I mean, I'm on Clubhouse. If you want to find me on Clubhouse, I'm there. I'm on there. I haven't hosted any rooms yet because, like I just said, I just be feeling overwhelmed. And, like, at the end of the day, I just really be wanting to go lay down. I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I listen to a lot of other podcasts, and that's what I want to do in my free time. And so I just have not gotten on Clubhouse yet. I did get on one room on Clubhouse, though, like, where somebody was talking about taxes and stuff like that. But a lot of that stuff that they talk about there, if you follow the right people on TikTok, you can learn the same shit in like a minute instead of having to hear everybody speak their piece. And I want y'all to know that, because learn on TikTok is a real thing. Okay? Next question. Have you ever considered giving up, and why? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I consider giving up at some point? Like, this shit ain't gravy. Like, this shit ain't all shits and giggles and bubbles and butterflies. Like, making waist beads is fun. I really enjoy making them. I really enjoy going to the festivals and fairs in the summer before COVID. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy photography, but at this point, I just don't want to shoot anybody. I don't want to do anything like that. But, like, I want to get back to the point with photography where I'm like, I want to pick my camera up and I want to go just shoot around, because I want to shoot around. But anyways, I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the podcast because I like talking. I've always been a talker. I used to get in trouble for talking in the class when I shouldn't be talking all my life, all elementary, middle, high. I think I even got put out of a class in college. I did. Me and my other roommate got put out of a class in college because we couldn't stop talking and making jokes. Yep. See? Talking. It's my thing. I like to do it. But yeah, absolutely. With the waist beads, like, this year, actually, well, not this year because it's 2021, but in 2020, at the end, kind of, I think it was like October, I was talking to my cousin, which is a member of my sounding board, and I was telling him I'm thinking about dissolving this business because I don't make any money from October to like March. Like, I mean, and it's not like I don't make any money, but it doesn't match what I make in the summer at all, by far, period. And I was like, it's just a seasonal business, so maybe I don't need to have it be an actual LLC. Maybe it doesn't need to be a business. Maybe it can just be a hobby of mine. But I mean, after the conversation with him, and he was like, so what? He was like, farming is a seasonal business, and he was like, they're not dissolving their businesses. And I was like, well, you're right. And just after that conversation, we had a really good conversation. After that conversation, I was just like, okay, he's right. It's a seasonal business, but what am I doing in my downtime? How am I maximizing my downtime so that I'm still like promoting, I'm still in the lab coming up with new patterns, new color schemes, and all of that. But just like being a mom and working a full-time job, sometimes dedicating the time to myself or to the waist beads is difficult. It is challenging. I struggle with coming into my office space to actually sit down and create new strands because I'm usually doing something with my kids, honestly, like trying to get them together, trying to give them baths, feed them, put them in the bed, like spend time with them. And it's hard to do that when I am at work, or if I'm working from home, it's trash. Like, honestly, like for some people it's great, but for me it is trash because my whole schedule for the day is just messed up. And I am a person who operates on a schedule. Like, I thrive with a schedule. But I mean, I've thought about it. Yes, I have thought about giving up. But that is the importance of having a sounding board or having people who are going to push you when you feel like giving up. Because honestly, like, giving up is easy, but sticking with something is hard. And when you stick with it, that makes it so much better in the end, and it's always worth it. So, like, yeah, I thought about giving up, but I didn't. And